All right, Dr. Schuster, I know we've got a lot of viewers out there who probably were high school and college athletes that now at maybe 50, 60 have those joint aches and pains. What can we do? What advice would you give them?
Well, the first thing I would say is that if this isn't going to be the answer you want, but if there's joint dysfunction, we need to make sure that those joints are working correctly, and that requires professional help. And so, making sure that, let's say you have a knee injury that you've had for a while, and it's kind of coming and going, but coming more than going these days. You're noticing it more and more. That's your nervous system speaking louder. The first step is to make sure that knee works right. I don't think people realize, but chiropractors specialize in making sure that every joint in the body works correctly. I mean, there's an adjustment for the middle ear, so we want to make sure that that specific motion is in that joint. And once that's there, I won't say that it's fixed, but the first step is there. The next step is to begin to stabilize that joint correctly so that your body doesn't do it with salt and bone.
So stabilizing, you mean like the muscles are what stabilize the
and
joint.
and very specifically what we would do is make sure that the joint can have its full range of motion. Now, that doesn't happen necessarily right away. We have to work on the muscles that control that joint a lot of times. Now, stretching isn't going to cut it. If you have tangles in muscle, you need to get in and work those tangles out. We give everyone a marathon stick when they come into the clinic because we want them to know how to use that before they stretch. And in some cases, they may have some scar tissue because those muscles that control that joint have been so tight for so long. So we have techniques for soft tissue that break up that scar tissue and allow that freedom of movement, and then eventually we can get all the movement in there so often. And once that occurs, then you have to make sure you say, well, wait a minute, why did it happen? Is there some issue with the feet? Is there some flexibility? Is there some imbalance in muscle? And then we want to take care of that. That's all that fun interior decorating, and that's where we can really prevent it from coming back and be better than we were before it happened.
Okay.
So
very good advice. Thank you.
Okay.